What is up, everybody? This is Chthonian Alliance here, bringing you with a brand new video, and today we're going to be discussing the 4 new cards that have been announced to be reprinted in the 2018 Megatins. For those of you who are new to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Megatins are essentially this big old collection of cards that are from 4 sets. Not every card in here from those 4 sets is in here, but a good majority of them are, and they end up usually being a really good value picks for if you just want to do random openings for YouTube, or if you just want the cards out of them. They're really good, really highly anticipated among all players, and they're pretty much a pretty good deal. The 4 sets here are from Maximum Crisis, Code of the Duelist, Circuit Break, and Extreme Force. And there's going to be one Super, 1 Ultra, and 1 Secret, as well as 12 Commons. So yeah, it's really cool. So we're just going to jump right into the main crux of the thing, which the 4 promos that we have here today are Borlo Dragon, Dragonic Diagram, Evenly Matched, and Saryuja. All of these are fantastic reprints. Borlo is necessary simply because at the moment it is commanding a $50 price tag. It actually was spiked the other day to $60 again, but then quickly just went back down. Saryuja is kind of the same way. It's one of those cards where it's really insane if you're playing it in specific decks. It's really good for unbreaking your hand, so to speak, and it's overall just a generally powerful card. It was commanding a $50 price tag, still is, and it's a fantastic card, and it deserves that price tag. I'm not saying it doesn't. The next card is Evenly Matched. At this current point in time, Evenly Matched is not being played in main decks very often. I've mostly seen it in side decks. That's probably because it's very difficult to side deck or to main deck 3 trap cards. Even despite how good Evenly Matched is, it's just probably too difficult to side deck or to main deck trap cards for all matchups. Especially consider the fact that if you're doing that, you're taking 3 potential combo pieces away from some of your decks. So as a side deck card, it's easier to manipulate into what you can do with it. And the last card here that has me a little worried for the ban list, at least in the near future, is Dragonic Diagram. People are prattling off the saying that True Kings and True Dracos are not going to be hit on the ban list as hard because of the fact that they're promoting them in the Megatins. And that being said, which means I think cards like Card of Demise and the cards like Card of Demise are on the chopping block then, simply because that card is actively played in that deck. You could also feasibly see Heritage getting hit to 1, which is because it's also actively being played in the deck. Or they're just going to see a banning of Ignis, which completely shuts off some of the searchability. Or they're going to put Majesty Maiden to 1, which is very possible as well. Though, if they did that, I think if they were going to hit True Draco, I think they would have to be very clever enough to make sure that it doesn't kill the deck, so that way they could still promote the tins, as well as keep the tins, or keep the deck still relatively functioning and playable. It doesn't have to be meta-defining or competitive in any way, shape, or form, but just having the deck around is enough, I think, to promote the tin sales. But I do think that Dragonic Diagram is in a desperate need for reprint. It hasn't seen a reprint at all, so it's really good to see. We're good to see that we're getting something like this. Maybe we'll see Masterpiece in this. Who knows? I also think that Firewall Dragon and Tobologic Bomber Dragon are very good candidates for being secret rares in the set. Also, Gaia, the Gaia Saber, though he's not seeing too much play at the moment, I think he will definitely see a reprint in this set as well. We won't see the Ghost Girl. We might see Ash Blossom in here, though, since they are reprinting cards from Maximum Crisis. If they put Ash Blossom and Firewall Dragon, this set is obviously going to be very coveted. Everyone's going to be wanting to buy into this because it contains a pretty good amount of competitively viable cards, even if Dragonic Diagram and like True Dracos in general just get hit on the ban list. On to the next thing I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the market as we can see it as of right now. I will probably see what it is tomorrow, and if it is significant, I will probably record it and probably share with you the possible deals that you could be getting. Keep in mind that we are in that season as well, so some of these things might be a little inflated, but once after that season, I will definitely be doing a market watch, simply because after Nationals and after WCQs, everything tends to plummet. So let's just go right into this. The first card we have here is Dragonite Diagram itself. It was already commanding this price tag. I think it was like at the highest you could sell it as was at 25. There's a lot of people selling these things. There's 92 on the market at the current point in time. And I think that's just going to get higher as the date for Nationals goes on, as well as the date for the Megatins. It will definitely drive this up in the terms of quantity. If you want to play the deck and you don't want to wait for the Megatins, I think after Nationals is the best time for anyone to be looking for cards at all. It's the cheapest time of the game's history, in the moment of the game, so it's very good to just be on the lookout for some of these cards, because some of these cards will just drop to be dreadfully low prices. Next card is Borolo Dragon. Like I said a couple of days ago, it recently spiked up to about $60, and now it's actually come back down to $50. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the reprint being announced at all, but or the fact that it's just closing in for that season, and you only realistically need one, and everyone has theirs. But it's still nice to see that the Borolo Dragon is kind of just on the low end, as it hasn't really been this low in about a month. So it's really good to see. Saryuja is the next card. It's sitting at around 49 for the unlimbs and about 50 for the rest of them. It's a not very. I honestly think, like, out of every single card that we're going to be talking about today, this is going to be one of the cards that's very safe to invest in. Borolo Dragon is safe to invest in as well, but Saryuja is better because of the fact that of how much utility this card has. It's very impactful immediately, and all three effects, even if you don't manage to pull them off, you pull off all of them, is still pretty good. Normal summon and special, the first one with 2+1 is still fantastic, even if you just manage to only get it one off. And the benefits just keep growing from here. On that note, evenly matched used to, I think, was sitting at 55. They're currently sitting around 51 for the unlimbs, 52 for the unlimbs, and about 53 for the first eds. That's fine. I think this is a very good price. I think this was back before Extreme Forces was before Extreme Forces dropped and the ban list dropped. This was around the same price then. I think overall it's kind of a fair price. Again, there's also a lot of quantities. There's 68 of them on the market. So I do think that everything here is fair enough. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at these, and they're going to be trying to offload these. I sold 2 Saryuja. I pulled Saryuja from the special edition, and I pulled one at the Tulsa regionals that I went to, and I sold both of those for about $50 a piece, and that's about what I wanted for them. I also sold one of the Borlots for $55 before the announcement of this, and before they dropped to about $50. I didn't do it before they spiked, because that would have been really insane for me to do. I wouldn't be able to do it, though I think this is going to be one of your investments that people are going to be looking into in the future. Maybe. Depends on the direction of Draco, but who knows. Masterpiece is the problem, not Dragonite Diagram, to be fair. So, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think about these Megatin reprints. Also, tell me what cards you want to see in the Megatins. There are quite a few cards that I'm going to be looking for. I really hope Ash Blossom is in here, but anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, please leave a comment. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. This has been Alex signing out.